Hey guys, it's Drew from My Side of the Bag, and Jemima at Back Nine Brief has asked me to talk about the best shot or the greatest shot that I've ever seen. And if you've been as fortunate as I have to go to a lot of these places and see some of the best in the world at their craft under some intense pressure, that's a really difficult thing to ask. So after a lot of thought, instead of giving you some famous shot that you know of to win a Ryder Cup or a major championship, I thought I'd give you a little insight into what I think is one of the best shots that Tiger Woods ever hit. And it's one of those, if you've been around Tiger like I have, there's a few times where he's hit shots that maybe weren't televised, weren't as well known. And so you feel like that's just your memory to keep. And in this case, for me, this happened at Olympia Fields Golf Club in 2020, the BMW Championship on the PGA Tour, and specifically it was on Sunday, August 30th. Tiger was not feeling that well, and we were on the par 3 16th hole, and you can see the pin back here in the back left portion of the green. And Matt Kuchar was playing with Tiger that day, and it measures, you can see 215. It was a little more than that, probably about 220 that day. Plays down about 10 yards, so 210. There was a little wind helping, but it's really hard to feel on that tee. It's surrounded by trees, and the wind is coming over your head and downhill. Matt hits first. Tiger and Matt both pull 5-irons out of the bag, and Matt hits his 5-iron, and it lands about 11 paces on about where this second day hole location was. And it went straight over the back of the green, and he's on this slope behind the green, and he's got to kind of pitch it onto this downslope and try to stop it short of that flag. Really hard shot. These greens were brick hard. And again, he landed it in the front third, and it still went over the back of the green. Tiger, seeing this, walks over to his bag and just with this laser focus at the green, kind of starts, as he said in the past, painting to the picture. He's creating a different picture because he saw Matt's and he doesn't want to end up over the green like Matt did. And so Tiger ends up pulling out a 6-iron, puts his 5-iron back, and with a little bit more height on the 6-iron, a few more RPMs, a little bit sharper descent trajectory, Tiger, instead of landing it 11 paces on, he ends up landing it right here about 7 paces on. It stops about right here, about 15 feet short of the hole. And typically when a professional golfer hits to the middle of the green on the par 3, it's kind of ho-hum. Nobody says much. But the way Tiger executed that shot, the way he used all the data at his disposal, including the ball flight of the previous player, it was just such a professional shot. And everybody in the group, including myself, looked at Tiger and said, "Great shot." And Tiger kind of looked at everybody, nodded his head, "Thanks." Probably one of the greatest shots I've ever seen. And it's just, there's so much amateurs can learn from that as far as how to play a shot, how to manage a miss. And when you see somebody you're playing with hit it to a bad spot, it's okay to make a change and change your strategy so you can have success, especially if that player, in the case of Matt and Tiger, hit similar distances. Tiger said, "Well, I certainly don't want to do what he did, so I have to change my club." And just one of the greatest shots that Tiger ever hit that really very few people ever saw. And so that's kind of a near and dear memory for me, because to see him execute at the highest level up close and personal, and none of you guys get to share that with me, that's a really cool thing. So maybe the greatest shot I've ever seen was Tiger Woods, August 30th, 2020 in Chicago, Illinois at Olympia Fields Golf Club. It was a 6-iron to the middle of a green on a par 3, and it was just executed to perfection. Vintage Tiger Woods, something I'd love to see more of in the future. And hopefully you guys can take some of that information. It can help you guys hit more middle of the greens and have more birdie looks, no matter the length. That will certainly help your scores. Thanks for watching My Side of the Bag. Thanks for tuning in and reading the Back Nine Brief. More to come down the road. Give me a watch, give me a listen, and I'll keep giving you the world of golf from my side of the bag.